That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. They're just about ready to kick it away. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. On first down, here comes this offense. 29-50. Looking for room, it's James.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught behind the line. It's Stewart. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The give out of the gun. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50.
Green 25.
Back to throw, it's Gabriel. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds.
Offense facing 4th down.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught, close to the marker, it's James.
And I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run. Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 7, Oregon 0.
Okay, ready?
And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs.
Cricket.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Runs through a tackle. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Ferguson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. It didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The offense lining up for a first down play. Out of the gun, the inside give. At the 35, he's got room. Open runway ahead. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generated a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Ibuka. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. They'll leave it with him. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
I'll tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Man, talk about playing complementary football. You get the sudden change, you get the turnover, and now you turn it into points immediately. Nice job by the defense forcing it, the offense taking advantage and putting points on the board.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
2nd and 10 here. Back to pass, it's Gabriel. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Looking to move it through the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd down.
He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Pressure coming. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
Yeah, that is a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Little touch pass to the receiver. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
That's the end of the first half. Ohio State 21, Oregon 7.
The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside the 15, here comes a return. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Giving him his pads. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
Easy. Hornet. Griffin. Go.
He wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's James. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
Now they'll run the draw. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1.
Let's go!
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it.
Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Ncaa, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with 2 of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down for this offense. The give from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Easy.
The give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Dropping back, it's Howard. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Running the red zone. It's Miller. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Bama! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the field.
As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Fast motion from the offense. They'll try the jet sweep to pick up the first down. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
We're seeing more and more offensive coordinators find creative ways to get their best athletes, their wide receivers, involved in the running game. And what better way to do it than with the jet sweep? Great example right there.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 7, Ohio State 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Smashes through. He had nowhere to go, no place to hide, and they'll knock him down for a loss of 9. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To the air, it's Howard. Feeling some heat. And they got him for the sack.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win first and second down, you set up third and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
This is a long fourth down try, but the offense stays on the field. Going for the big play. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
He's shown you why he's so versatile as a strong safety. This is a guy that we've seen come down to the box, support the run. He can tackle out in space, but he's also really good on the back end in coverage. That time in the cover 2 look, doing a great job with his eyes. And he also shows you off the ball skills, making that pick.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job on the defensive line, rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Okay, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to pass, it's Howard. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Bernard. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
He's going to pass. On the move to his left. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.